Hey, this is Robert Naini, your spray foam advisor. Thanks for joining us today. Last week I talked about the operations side of the business and how to look at the structure of it and what's important on the operations side of the business to make sure that if you're not an expert in operations, you know what it should look like and you know what to look for in a partner on that side of the business or someone to be responsible for that side of the business. Today, I want to talk about administration. That's a big part of the business that oftentimes our we don't know much about. We didn't get into the business with a thinking about the legal side of things and thinking about billing and payables and accounts receivable, getting our money collected, paying the bills and keeping the lights on. We really didn't get in the business thinking about those things. We got in the business thinking about our skill, our natural capability, and that we could make money doing it, right? And so ultimately, the administrative side of the business is often going to be a big component that we outsource. It's going to be a component that oftentimes we don't have enough personnel internally to do for us. We don't have a need to hire someone full time. But when it comes to accounting, when it comes to legal services, when it comes to HR, human resources, and employment type responsibilities, and how do we manage our employees and how do we handle our employees. Some of our organizations out there are going to be big enough to have internal personnel that works on all of this, that focuses on all of this. But a lot of the contractors out there, specifically talking to you guys, you're not going to have the capability or the need to have someone full-time working on these individual things. So oftentimes we're going to turn to outsource. We're going to look for external personnel that can help us on a small time or part-time basis. Maybe 5, 10, 20 hours a week is all we need for someone to come in and work on these smaller components of our business. And I shouldn't say it as if they're smaller components of the business, but they're just parts of the business that we are not experts at. And so it's better to get other people involved. It's better to reach out and get other companies involved to help us in these areas where they are experts, right? We wouldn't do our own legal work. We're not going to write our own contracts. We're not going to hopefully you're not writing your own contracts. Work with a lawyer. Have a lawyer prepare your contracts. Explain to a lawyer what you're trying to achieve and how you're trying to achieve your contracts with your clients. For example, for a bid on a job, and get them to prepare a template that can be used over and over and over again. So ultimately, we're able to use a one-time work effort to provide us a system for doing business that lasts over a longer period of time. On the accounting side of things, we're going to need someone to manage our books. We're going to need someone to take care of our accounts, our invoices, our invoices going out and our bills coming in. We're going to have these responsibilities. Someone's going to have to make sure those checks get cut and bills get paid. Someone's going to have to make sure we're getting paid from our customers. And then somebody's going to have to log those and manage the books and maintain the books over the long term and make sure that we're ready come tax time. Make sure that we don't have any hiccups when it comes time to pay the tax man, because ultimately we all have to pay the tax man. And then how we structure our money, how we structure our finances becomes very important. I'm a fan, if you've seen my blogs in the past, I'm a fan of a book called Profit First. And in Profit First, he talks about creating separate accounts where any income that comes into the business, you immediately funnel a portion of that income to different accounts, to different financial accounts, so that you have money for what it takes to grow your business. And the different accounts that he recommends are the OPEX, the operational expenses account, and he recommends a profit account for your business. That's why it's called Profit First. He recommends an owner pay or an owner salary account. And then he recommends a tax account. You have to save money. Every dollar that comes in, a percentage of that should go into a tax account so that you're saving money throughout the year for your taxes. But ultimately, if you strategize a financial method of operating your business ahead of time, then you won't have any challenges when it gets crunch time for things like taxes. Another benefit of creating that financial strategy up front is that when you're ready to grow, when you want to put in some type of growth plan and growth strategy, you actually know how much money is in your operational account to actually do that, to accomplish those growth strategies. You're not dipping into your tax money. You're not dipping into your profit. You're not dipping into your salary account. you are operating out of your operation expenditures account, and this will provide you money for marketing efforts, for sales efforts, for growth efforts. You could use this money for rebates back to customers, however you want to use it, so that you can create more business for yourself. That's ultimately what it comes down to when you're talking about running the business. And on the administrative side of things, we have to be aware of our bills coming in, our bills going out. We have to be aware of our financial wherewithal, where we stand from a financial perspective for the organization. And we just want to make sure that we're doing things from a proper legal perspective so that we don't put ourselves at risk. And it really is important that you have people helping you in these focus areas where you are probably not an expert. And the best way to do that is to look for outside help. That's been the tip for today from Spray Foam Advisor. Thanks for checking us out. Catch us on some more videos.